Welcome to the channel and this one-off video where I'm going to be starting a permadeath playthrough. Now the reason for making this video is that we're probably less than a month away from the release of the Beyond update. My speculation is it will be in the first or second week of August, and if any of you guys follow the channel you'll be aware that I said that my next playthrough, which I will start once the Beyond update is released, will be a permadeath playthrough. And if you actually look on the top of these save games, you can see my current playthrough is a survival game. I've been playing this since August 2018, and you can see my previous permadeath playthrough finished on the 28th of August. So what I want to do is just get a bit of practice in the permadeath start, because it's 2 years since I've actually started a permadeath start, and it's over a year since I've actually done a normal start. So what we're going to do, guys, is we're just going to have a bit of fun and just to see how the permadeath playthrough will go, and it's just me getting a bit of practice, and you guys can see how good or badly I actually do with this, and I'll talk about the process of what's going. And of course there's also a possibility that when the Beyond update goes down that this start may change. I mean, anything is possible. If any of you guys have never played No Man's Sky and you've just come in and want to see how the permadeath starts, the starts always are very similar. The difference with the permadeath start is that you don't have so much time. So it looks like we're on a cold planet. That's not particularly that good. Yeah, minus 56. So we're gonna have to try and get some. The only good thing about starting on a cold planet is the fact that there will be plenty of carbon around, and there's more possibilities of a cave, which we really need to get into. Wow, look at that. We've also got some resources nearby and some sodium right on top of us as well. Okay, this looks like a very good start. Yeah, just stop talking and let me get there. Sorry guys, I've got first thing I need to do is flip into first person because I just can't handle. Right, where's that? First thing we need is the sodium. And we're certainly going to grab that and that and the oxygen, and what we're going to do is the sodium to pump that protection up, and right, we've got a bit of oxygen, and what we're going to do is snag down some carbon very quickly. Is recharge the thermal protection with sodiums. Okay, sodium with scanner. Activate the scope. Of course, it will tell me that the scanner is critically, so we need some ferrite dust. I'm going to get up here, and one of the things you want to do is shoot on the run. I'm hoping that this will be a cave. Yeah, it's a cave here, but we're going to have to be a little bit careful because we won't have. Actually, it's only just like a lean-to. Great, I've got myself down in a hole. This isn't a cave. Great. Bit of a fail there, guys. Okay, let's. And multi-tool and repair the scanner. Still need more. Right, let's just keep going around here, grabbing the rocks. Yes, I can. I know. And get into here. Still one short. Here we go. And there's absolutely no sodium around here at all. Great. Right, let's just head for that. I've got to find a cave so that we can recharge. Looks like there's some form of protection down here. There we are. Yeah. That's never seen that before. Right, now we're in here. I can... There's some cobalt there. Don't really need that. And there's... Yeah, recharge thermal protection with sodium, yes. Because we got to find the sodium. Any of you guys seen the message in the bottom right? Where it says redeem unredeemed items. That's a hangover from when No Man's Sky first went live. You had an advanced starship. I'm not too sure whether that actually works. I just want to get a full charge on the beam here. The starship is 557 units away. Whoops. Right, let's just go and grab some oxygen. What we're going to do is try and get to the starship. I mean, it's a bit of a risk. I'm just going to grab that, and we're going to shoot on the run. And see if we can get some carbon to recharge. Oh, great. Yeah, one of the downsides of starting on a cold planet is that you do suffer a little bit from shortage of sodium. But there's a bit of sodium right on the horizon there. And, I mean, we could... This is the cave that I looked at before, wasn't it? Oh no, there's a... So what we're going to do is just jump into here. We'll watch out for the hazardous plants. Right, it says there's some sodium that way. Just give this a little bit of a charge up. Actually, that's in the opposite direction, so I can... It says 220 that way. Let's just... this way. Well, we've got to be around here somewhere. And one of the downsides of permadeath is the very slow recharge rate. Probably, yep. Cave here, so we're just going to sneak into this cave. Yep. We've got some oxygen, so that would charge that up. And I'm just going to charge up that and that. Just going to build the suit back up again. Haha. Oh, isn't this fun? Right, it says there's some sodium and oxygen rich plants over here. And there's a knowledge stone. Right, we can just get down and grab that. Yeah, we've got quite a lot of oxygen here. Certainly going to take that and that, and we're just going to grab another tree on the way through, just like that. Just try and make sure the if we go back this way towards that cave, if I can find it, there it is. So we're just going to drop into the cave, get a bit of a recharge for the environmental protection. I don't think... No, we've got no analysis visor just yet. There's probably... You can get a little bit of ferrite dust here. You can collect this, use the protection of the cave. Let's keep gathering this up. And the ferrite dust to be useful. I mean, this isn't large quantities, but we're going to need ferrite dust to build various things. So the more we collect here, the better. A little bit more. Oops, what moved me? There's a plant there. Yeah. Right, let's just... Great. you kill these plants, you can get oxygen on them. Let's start heading for the ship. The scanner's not recharged yet, so we're just going to keep going. There's some more oxygen just there on the horizon. Let's get close enough. Grab that oxygen. There's a, I don't know if that cave is going to be deep enough. Yeah, I'm just going to drop down into here and get another little bit of a recharge. And again, the hazardous flora in the caves will give you sodium. I don't think there's any more in here, is there? Life support. And we're doing okay. We've got a bit of sodium as a backup, but we're still going to keep using the caves for the moment. I'm just going to grab that. A bit more ferrite dust. And just going to jump out here. And of course, every time you use your jetpack, you are consuming oxygen. That's something else you need to remember. So it's a little bit of sodium there. Yeah, thank you. Game. And we're just going to keep heading towards the... So we got some more goodies here. We'll just head for those. Yeah, cold planets are probably one of the easiest starter planets you can get, as long as you hit lucky with the caves. Grab that. And let's grab that. And of course, this is a health pack, so we're certainly going to have that, because that will replace the life that I lost just now. It's too far away. Now, if you got the resources, don't run. Just take your time. There we are. And I'm just going to get to the ship. There's some more sodium over there, so we're looking good. Got some more resources over there. I don't think we'll be able to unlock the damaged machinery. No, that's pure ferrite. We don't have anything for that. And we got a little bit more oxygen. And oops. Yep. And we're just going to jump in the ship. You've got to jump in the ship to progress the mission. There's iteration, something online, Atlas connection intermittent, launch thrusters offline, pulse engine offline. My exosuit has directed me to the crashed starship. The controls react to my touch. I can only assume it belongs to me. I have no memory of it. Okay, read the log. Log there, unavailable, substituting data. Exosuit connected. Suggestion, pilot should perform maintenance. Select desired repair path. Oh, we've got to repair the ship, so. Self-guided repair protocols initiated. Right, so we've got to make a hermetic seal and some metal plating to repair the pulse engines. Okay. Now, as far as I know, repair the pulse engines, craft one metal plate. Yeah, well, that's why I collected the ferrite dust. And I think what you've got to do is come here, and then you've got to add it to there to move the mission forward. Because when you repair things, you can repair things one stop at a time. I'm going to drop straight back into there. Iteration, some so there, functional. Starship critically damaged, vital ingredients missing. Unable to synthesize required components, pulse engine requires hermetic seal. Requires assistance. Recommendation, iteration command reveals hermetic seal nearby. Salvage navigation data from distress beacon. Okay. I'm just going to get over there and grab that sodium. Because we're going to have to go on another little bit of a hike. And I think we're just going to... Why can't I... Why are these trees? Why can't I mine these trees? Got indestructible trees here. Okay. I'll grab this. Oops, overheated there. Now the distress beacon is here. I'm just going to get this here. There, transfer data, probable boundary separation failure. Diagnostic, no connection, analysis, broadcast. Traveler anomaly detected. Position log, system integrity scan initialized, anomaly is compliant. The red light fills my vision and all I see is crimson, then it fades. The colour drains and the world that has seemed so clear seems to slip away. I peer inside the beacon's housing as well as the distress broadcast unit. It contains navigational data. Okay. And covers there. Navigational build a signal booster. It requires, we should be able to make another. And have to jump back in for a little bit of thermal protection first. Let's let that build back up again. And we need to make some carbon nanotubes. I can't remember what I need for carbon nanotubes. Yes, make carbon nanotubes need carbon. So when you first start out, the four key elements you need is carbon, ferrite dust, oxygen, and sodium nitrate. Sodium, not sodium nitrate. Because that's what keeps you alive. The dihydrogen grab while you're traveling around as well, because that's going to be needed for ship fuel. Okay. And one or two other things. Let's let this build up. Let's just how to place a and what this should do is give us the location. Input navigational data. Outpost signal detection, navigation subroutine, exocraft upgrade unit, scan distress frequencies. I mean, this is a guided tutorial, so you don't get an option for the other ones. Wow. That is a fair distance away. That's going to be quite interesting. How far away is that? 800. Yeah. Fair distance. I'm going to leave. We'll just pick the signal booster up. Well, we might as well get going. There's some sodium up on the top of the hill there. I'm just going to start looking this way. There's a possible cave on the left hand side there. I mean, I want to hang on to as much of the sodium as possible. So if we can use a cave or anything, there's a couple of bits of sodium down there, so we'll just get over there. Then we can use the sodium to recharge, and there's some oxygen there as well. One of the advantages of traveling at night is that, as you can see over here, this stuff glows. So you can actually see more at night. Oh, great. Now, a storm's going to consume my resources a lot quicker, which is going to be a pain in the neck. Okay, let's just hazard protection. Drop the oxygen in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw some sodium up the top of here. Plus there's a little bit of dihydrogen here, so we'll just grab that. Yep. I've got a feeling this storm is actually scripted into the initial mission. What I really need is a cave back into, but one moment I want a cave, I can't find one. Let's keep going. Let's get up here. Wow. Okay. This is the nice thing about No Man's Sky, is that let's use the sodium nitrate. I don't need it for anything else just at the moment. Just keep. There's no sodium around here, which is slightly problematic. Hopefully this storm won't last. Yes, thank you. far as I know, we can't mine the crystals. Oh, needs to stop messing about again. Right, that's virtually all my sodium consumed, which is not good. But I'm hoping that there's a cave over here. I know I'm off course, but okay. Yeah. Right, we're gonna have to try and get to the wherever we're going as quickly as possible. Grab this carbon. Right, no, scanner still recharging. Thank you, game. Right, let's just keep running. See, I thought I had everything under control. There's the buildings. Come on, we can get there. I don't really want to use the sodium unless I have to. Oh, if we can just get to that first building, come on. You get a slight little bit of a delay before you actually do it. If we can just sneak in here. Wow, made it. We've got some sulfurine. That's a fat lot of good that's going to be. And what we got here? So we got some dihydrogen. And we got 85 sodium. And we might as well top that up. Right, let's get into the right building. Grab the hollow archive. Accessing archive, logs corrupted. Entry so and so. Making recording in case leaving behind something fabricator. Recover supplies. Log finishes, the machine whirls into life, spitting out supplies. You have the hermetic seal I need to repair my ship. However, that has led me here. Whoever this message perhaps found themselves in the same situation as I do. We've now got the hermetic seal. But we can't, as far as I know, the ship's out of range, so we can't do that. What I want to do before I leave here is just have a quick locate, use analysis visor, and I'm pretty sure the analysis visor is damaged, but I just want to grab this dihydrogen, and just going to grab a tree as well. I can recharge the mining beam. It's just a multi-tool. That up. No analysis visor. So what we're going to have to do is make an analysis visor. Install. We need 1 carbon nanotube. We make a. No, we need a bit more carbon. What is that? 6 carbon. I've just cut a tree down. Oh, I've just recharged it, haven't I? Okay, let's just. Yeah, I forgot I recharged the multi-tool. Sorry about that, guys. I'm just gonna just hack some trees down, build up the resources. What I want to do is get all the resources possible in this area. I'm just going to make the nanotube, and for the moment we're just going to install. Is there a multi-tool extension? Just get back into here. Test the analysis visor. And what you can do is just go out and scan like this. And we've made a little bit of cash. Now this is using the analysis visor is the quick way to make some cash. So we've now made 500 units. We've got some condensed carbon. Put this down here. We've got the enough oxygen to get back. What we're a bit worried about is the sodium. So let's just throw out a scan and see what we've got in the way of sodium around here. Absolutely zip. Okay. What I'm going to do is just use this to grab the dihydrogen. And of course what we can do now is actually scan the rocks for the supplementary second resource, so we can get some dioxide there. Scans again, it's all cache. And it's actually telling me that there's some goodie boxes up over here somewhere. Yeah, there we are. I'm certainly going to grab that. And that. Some more condensed carbon. Let's grab this. Oops, should have analysed that. Dark sites. Yeah, we'll be okay. Now, one thing you do need to keep an eye out for is sentinels. Make sure that they're not going to get. It's really annoying that I can't see any sodium here. Right, so I'm just going to shoot back into here and take stock. Yeah, we got a bit of ferrite dust, and I can use some of the dioxide to top that up. And I mean, we can make iron batteries. Let's see what we need for an iron battery. Yeah, we need cobalt. So if we can find a cave, I can pick up some mine some cobalt, and then let's have a quick look around here to see if we can find. I'm just gonna another bit of a scan. What we're going to do is just have a look around, see if we can find a cave or anything here. Might be a cave up by that mountain up there, or large hill. I should have mined some cobalt when I was in those caves earlier on. I'm just getting a bit impatient. Just have some more ferrite dust and dioxide. One game, you had like that. There's a cave there. So we're just gonna very tiny little cave, but should have some cobalt in it, and we're going to analyze it so we get the second element. It's actually got copper with us as well, so that could be useful, because I've got a feeling that we need partly to do with copper. Oh, there's some humming eggs as well here. Step back a little bit so you don't get side, but these are the Albion pearls are a good source of income to start with, and as long as we can carry them. Is that the only cobalt in here? Wow. Never mind. Can we make a too short? Come on, game. You can really cheat sometimes. Okay, let's just a little bit more of this ferrite dust up. One piece of cobalt in there. Okay. Of course, if you want to make real money, scan the creatures. Right, let's just get back to the base. Hello, creatures. And what I'm going to do is just pick up a bit more carbon before we leave, so that I can recharge the multi-tool. And we'll go for this one. It's the one nearest the spaceship. And just going to get everything. I think we're going to use the condensed carbon to start with. We've got ferrite dust, we've got a little bit of copper, we've got 36,000 in Albion pearls, we've got 85 sodium, a little bit of dioxide. If we can find a cave, we should be okay. Right, time to start making our way back towards the ship. And I'm just going to keep pushing some dihydrogen up there. Just going to grab that on the way through. Right, is this a cave or just a hole in the ground? Get the oxygen. Just a hole in the ground. Great. Just keep walking. Nice and gentle. Just keep an eye out for the cave. Just pop over here. And we got 600 meters to go. I do need to cast around for somewhere to get underground. Just speed up a little bit. We got the surplus oxygen. Maybe traveling faster would be. Well, there's lots of depressions here, but I'm not seeing a cave. Of course, we haven't got the terrain manipulator to go underground. Yes, thank you. Okay, we're just gonna have to just knock you off the top. Ow. Ah, go away. This is a good find. 2 of these. And a bit more dihydrogen. And just gonna pep that up. Pop up the oxygen. And we're just gonna keep pushing, but we still need to keep an eye out for any form of cave or anything where we can go underground. I would like to make some cobalt and some oxygen and sodium down there. Our whole big patch of oxygen there. This is going to be worth diverting for. We won't have an oxygen shortage now. Just grab that, grab that, grab that. And there's some sodium there. And we're just going to keep going this way. I'm going to keep the scan for the moment because I may need it, and it just takes such a long time for that scan to recover. Let's just have a little bit more of a shoot forward here. And just going to grab a bit more dihydrogen. I did actually see some more. And we'll just get a bit more. Wait, come on. Ah, come on. Oh, I want the cash. Another 1,000. Yeah, I'm just going to grab that. And did I collect this? I mean, there's a good chance I may have already collected this. Yeah, it looks like it. Oh no, I'm certainly gonna grab that. And of course we can't unlock that and use the sodium nitrate. I've lost my ship. There it is. So we're just gonna keep going, guys. I must admit, I do really like starting on cold planets. I mean, if you draw a hot or toxic planet, one of the problems you do suffer from is the absence of caves. Right, so we're going to get in, get back to the ship, jump into it, and we should just jump straight back into the ship. And what we should be able to do now is repair that. Pulse engine repaired. And what we're going to need now is to repair the launch thrusters. Launch thrusters critically damaged. That's what we've got to do is make some pure ferrite and some dihydrogenate jelly. And craft dihydrogen jelly as well. I'm pretty sure we can do that. Be able to do it in here. Yeah. And yeah, make some repair items used. This is a bit of a pain in the neck, but it's only the tutorial. Once you've got past this tutorial stage, you don't have to worry too much about that. Advanced materials required. Exit ship. Yes. Right, so we've got to make a portable refiner now. And then we need to do that. We need a metal plate. Declare the portable refiner. That in. And we've got to make some pure ferrite. And first thing we're going to need to do is put some art in there. And what we're going to need is some ferrite dust. I don't know how much pure ferrite. It says 1 to 1. We'll make 144 pure ferrite because I can always pick up some more ordinary ferrite dust around here. Like that. What's this? I'm pretty sure that is it's a damaged machinery, but I doubt if we'll be able to. Sodium nitrate, okay, we'll take it. Some oxygen over there, we're certainly going to grab that. Because what I want to do is pick up all the resources I need around here. And I've got you. And if you actually look on the radar here, see where it says buried technology module. You would tag that. Oh no, there's no point me tagging that because I don't actually have a terrain manipulator. So I won't be able to dig it out. This is a pain in the neck. Buried technology is a very good way to make money in the early game. I'm just going to keep. Oops. And of course, as they say, scan everything. It's all a good source of income. Advanced materials. Some ships going over it as well. And what we're going to do is just pick this up. Back into the ship so we don't have to use any key resources. And what we should be able to do now is repair this. Okay, so we've now repaired the ship. We've got some launch thrusters, but that's only going to let me take off once. Acid protection. I'll just use the dioxide for the moment. We've got plenty of oxygen. We've got plenty of sodium. We've got some copper. Launch system online. All systems functional. Return to your ship. Yes. Not just yet. Yeah, advanced laser. All I want to do is pick up some more carbon before I leave. And a little bit more. Like that. Oops, I've overheated. And I didn't analyse the tree. Oh well. Well, I don't want frost crystals anyway. Right. And again, if you see these symbols here, dioxide deposits, copper deposits, you can't really mine those until you get access to a terrain manipulator. Now, if you look at the bottom right hand corner, it says all systems functional, seek answers among the stars, use W to take off. Now, in normal mode, you're perfectly okay just to take off and go up there, and what it will do is it will normally take you to another planet where you will move to the next step in the tutorial. Survival mode, you can also do that as a pinch, but to be honest, in permadeath mode, we're just going to take off. You can see that's consumed all the fuel for the ship. We don't have anything here, and we got no uranium, we got no starship launch capability. If we come in here, we need metal plating and dihydrogen, so we can make that, and then that can come in there. but that only gives us 2 takeoffs and landings. So what you want to do is, before you actually leave this planet, and when you can do it in any mode, but especially in permadeath mode, you can fly across the surface of the planet here. And what you're looking for is these 3 takeoffs and landings. And this is actually a holographic station, strangely enough. So what you can do is come in here. And these you will encounter later on in the game, but what you can do now, and this is very important in permadeath mode before you get out into space, is just spend some time wandering around getting some resources. If you're really lucky, you may find a trading station or somewhere where you might actually get a multi-tool upgrade. And yeah, we've got some more sodium over there. You can just gather some resources up like this, and more importantly, you can make some cash as well. Because what I'd be planning on doing, I mean, I'm not sure if I could be able to do it in this video. In fact, I will do it in this video, but it's not something I would do straight away. I would normally spend an hour or so on the planet down here, gathering resources, seeing if I can get some extra items. And what we're going to do is just come up here. Chromic metal. Well, we can make some chromic metal in the what we call it, the refiner, if I had some copper. I don't think I've got enough copper for that, but what we can do is just get in here and we can learn some words. Yeah, terminal online, universal translation service reached, lifeform dictionary available, learn word. So we've now got the Korvax word for rare. More importantly, it tells us that we're actually on a Korvax system. Now, if any guys are new to the game, each system has a dominant race, but not every system. There are some systems that have no race at all. They're like abandoned systems. And of course, another thing you can do now, this doesn't make a lot of difference in permadeath mode, but if you're playing normal or survival mode, finding a base like this and dropping a manual save here will make a very big difference. It means if you die or something happens, you don't lose the game. But of course, in permadeath, it doesn't make any difference because there's only one save game. And the moment you die, it's game over. I'm just going to grab this dihydrogen because it's going to give us the opportunity to make some more ship fuel. Well, I think that's enough. Now, what I'm going to do now is go up into space and show you what I would do in the next step with my permadeath series. So I'm just going to jump into the ship. Of course, we got a free takeoff, so that's looking good. What I would have probably done if I'd stayed here, there was a knowledge stone there as well. I missed it. I would have seen if I could find us a cave down here and get some cobalt. Okay, we're going to get up into space, as the tutorial says. Seek answers among the stars. There you go. So the Euclid Galaxy, you have discovered this. Now, one of the hazards you're going to get is trying to get to another system. And what we can do is just see if we can tag this. 42 seconds is a little bit long, but I'm going to chance it, guys. Because what I'm going to head for is the space station straight away. Answer communication. Okay. Right. Incoming transmission source. Please identify yourself. Identify yourself. You are not alone. Follow the wherever it is, because the broadcast ends strange as it began. The final piece of signal appears the set of planetary coordinates. Insert input planetary coordinates. Right, let's just get going. Yeah. Once I'm close to the space station, we'll turn around and see where the planetary coordinates is. But probably with my luck, it's probably actually on the planet I've just come from. Now, what you need to do is keep an eye on the bottom left there, where there's a circle. That starts to fill in. You've only got about 20 seconds of gameplay before you will get attacked. So what we got here? Undiscovered. Yeah, so that's the planet there. It's a poisonous planet with fungal mold. That's the one it's sending it to us to. And we can find you. So that's the planet we discovered. So if you're playing normal, you can go straight to this system to go the next step in the tutorial. But what I would recommend, guys, is that, well, one, you hang around the space station, get a little bit of tritium, and while I've been talking, you can see, yeah, that's only a bounty ship, not a problem. Generally, bounty ships won't attack you unless you get very close to them. Dive in here. And here we're on the space station. Now we've got a bit of gold and silver, and we've got the Albion Pearls, which is another reason why I actually got up, came into here. So what we can do is just get up to here, and this is another reason why I would normally spend more time on the planet trying to pick up items that I can then get into here and sell, so we can make a bit of cash. So, well, we can sell the sulfur ring. That's, you see, we get 36,000 for that. And if we switch, we can now see what we can buy. There's nothing really here that's worth buying as such. Now the next thing you can do is talk to these guys, see if you can grab a mission. Oh no, we're not high enough, I forgot that. See, a long time since I've done it. You can also talk to these. Yeah, but we don't have any copper to learn from them, so we're just going to leave. Now over here is the teleporter, which is locked at the moment. If I try and get it there, it will basically tell me that I need to use it, and it says that you've got to have done so many hyperdrive, so you can't unlock the teleporter. And but over here is the next lot I'm particularly interested in. I'm just going to come up here and land up on here, and the guy you want to talk to straight away is here. This is another reason why you want to come to the space station first. Purchase blueprints. There, we don't have enough nanites. That's annoying. Again, this is another reason why I would stay down on the planet, and I'd be looking to get a couple of 100 nanites so that I could get the hazmat glove unlocked. And yeah, there'd be the hazmat there, and also maybe that would be my most top pick, would probably be the correct word. And of course, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get the exosuit upgrade, and the first one is actually 5,000. I'm sure it used to be free. Anyway, 5,000 is worth 5,000. That gives me an extra space gives me now 25 slots in my inventory. And what we're going to do is just have another quick look at this guy and see what we got in the way of upgrade modules, shield modules. I mean, there's a shield module there, but again, we don't have the nanites for it, which is annoying. And of course, you've got all these guys you can talk to, upgrade your ship. But to be honest, it's not really worth buying that. But we can grab the encryption data. And of course, more importantly, okay, we probably won't have the money for it. 13,000. That's a C class. And of course, what you can do is just compare. There's no real, the only real benefit for this is the fact that for 13,000 credits you would get a boltcaster. To be honest, it's not really worth it at this stage in the game, because if you wanted a boltcaster, come in here, go here, and see all you need is 100 chromic metal and 3 carbon nanotubes. So we're just going to come in here and let's see what these guys have got to offer us. Hello, hello guys. Just go with that. Of course, by getting the navigational data means I can use the signal booster. I'm just gonna these guys. Well, we got some condensed carbon, so let's see what he's going to give us. Oh, well, we've learned word of the keen. Give 10 units. He will probably give us another word, something in exchange. Give me 9 nanites, so well, it's not too bad. We're giving 75 carbon. I've probably got plenty of carbon. And we got another 21 nanites, and of course, we've got another trading station here. Let's have a quick look. No. Got some cobalt, but got some tritium, but we can get that out in space. Now down here is an entrance, but you can't actually get in here until you've got an Atlas V3 pass. It's worth Mordite. Yeah, well, not that I really need Mordite, but never mind. There's some more items over here. Encryption data. And I think just to wind this video up, guys, I'm going to take a little bit of a chance here. So we're going to jump into the ship. Proper save. Again, not that it makes any difference in Permadeath series. Yeah, I'm not worried about the bounty ship. What we're going to do is make a run for the next step in the tutorial, and that's where I'm going to leave it. I mean, this is a long jump, 1 minute 10 seconds in space in Permadeath early on in the game is a very big chance we could go down in a complete and utter blaze of glory here, because the countdown on the left hand side is about 30 seconds. Yeah. Bounty ships, as I say, bounty ships generally won't chase you unless they've made you do it. As long as you don't go near them, they won't attack you. So in some ways, having a bounty ship in the system makes it a bit safer from the normal generic pirate attacks, which in the early stages of Permadeath can be a little bit of a pain in the neck. Now we're under 28 seconds. We're not completely out of the woods at the moment, but we're doing okay. Once we get below about 15 seconds, then we'll be home and dry. And the other thing that you also need to do is just keep an eye on. We're certainly going to need. Yeah, that's the only other problem you'll get as well. And again, this is something I wouldn't normally do. Normally, I would spend some time around the actual space station collecting tritium, so that I will have the ability to refuel the pulse engine as well. But I want to show you guys the next step in the tutorial. And what this should do is take us down on a base or something. There it is there. Hopefully it will have a landing pad. Nope. Because of course it's just a... my memory's confusing me. But we've got the takeoff fuel. Of course, if you're playing in normal mode, you'd have lots of takeoffs and landings for... But in Permadeath mode, you've got to be very aware that you only get the 2 takeoffs and landings. So 16, 16, 16, log entry follows. The sparkling wires of the machine generate a signal, tapping out its broadcast to the void. Whoever left this message is long gone. Entry, no fuel. Failed to recharge, reach station, hazard protection low, no choice but underground, deploy base computer. So this is the next step. It's going to get you to deploy a base computer and build a base. Download plans. Thinking. And of course we've now got the terrain manipulator, so this is a good reason for coming up here. And I'm just going to grab these boxes. And of course a manual save. Now it says here, mine copper, build a base computer. Mining copper requires the terrain manipulator. So the next step in the tutorial is to install so we'd need some dihydrogen and 2 nanotubes. So press D, make that. And where's the dihydrogen? So what we can do then, when it's not particularly that important, so we've now got that area here. So we've now got a terrain manipulator. And of course what you need to do is go. Now, because of the random nature of No Man's Sky, there's no guarantee that you will actually have copper on this planet. So what we got here? Got a silver deposit here. And well, I'm scanning a rock, not the creature. That's annoying. Anyway, we'll make a bit of cash here. One advantage with these fungal planets is that the creatures are normally plentiful and easy to scan. There's a copper deposit there, so you press E to tag it, and then you'd wander off and try to find it. Just going to jump back in the ship so that I don't die. It looks like there's a base over there. So I know I've just dropped the save. One thing I do have in permadeath mode, so if any of you guys join me with my permadeath series in the future, you're going to see me jumping in and out of ships left, right and centre. Not so much about dying, because of course in permadeath dying is the game's over. It's more about actually, wow, couldn't have got much closer than I tried, didn't I? It's more about guarding against game crashes. And I'm just going to jump into here. Yeah, I think I'm a bit too close actually. But this is the type of thing I'd be doing back on the starter planet, is finding as many places like this, trying to grab as many nanites and resources before I got up to the space station. Right guys, I've just noticed the time, and I think this is where I'm going to wind the video up. It's gone on a little bit longer than originally intended. Hopefully you enjoyed this initial introduction into starting in permadeath mode. It's not as difficult as it seems. There is an element of luck that you do need to go to. I mean, there are some planets, bear in mind that because all planets are procedurally generated, it's very possible that when you get a start, even in normal or survival mode, you get a really bad start, which is really difficult, and sometimes you get one relatively easy. I would say that this was more on towards the easy side than the hard side, but this is where I'm going to leave it. If you've got any questions about starting the game, or how you do it, or even any suggestions, feel free to chuck it in the comments. And until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.